It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. For the 76ers right now, they're focused on kicking off to a good start on the road trip here. 10 games back from the top spot, they're still jockeying for position.
You know, Kevin, even though this team has really struggled recently, whenever they go on the road, they just seem to play better. I mean, the road has been kind of a refuge for them, and that's not typical. But in this team's case, it's been working.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Rose is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Thompson. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. Offensive rebound. Inside, Ibaka. And at last, they get one to fall.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Here's Rose. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
Now, here's Marjanovic. He points his last outing. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. He feeds it to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Tatum's got his first bucket of the night.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Luke Walton. DA?
Well, Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offense. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay constant. It's about denying high percentage shots and layups and open threes. If we can make them shoot contested jumpers, and they make them, we'll tip our caps to them. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Off the pick. Again, Philadelphia. Often modern NBA players will get criticized for not being sound enough with their fundamentals. Clark, do you feel that's a fair statement?
I really don't. I think it's a bit of an overreach. You know, we all have revisionist history. Things were always better in our past than they are currently. I mean, the stories get better as we get older is one of the ways I've heard it framed. I think the players are more athletic, and because they play growing up in more structured environments, I think sometimes they don't get the same nuances and feel for the game that you would get from just playing organically. But I still think fundamentally the players are quite good, and I do think that's a bit of a reach as a sweeping statement that they're not as sound fundamentally today as they were in the past.
Here's Ball. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. There's a screen by Marjanovic. To the middle. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Oladipo. 9 points last game. Thompson, a screen for Marjanovic. Back to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Here's Thompson, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. That one is no good. Lakers trail by 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Lakers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through. The injuries, the
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is does he have the heart and drive?
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Marjanovic is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ball, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Lets it go from deep, and again it's the Lakers from deep. And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by Lonzo Ball. The kick out to Rose. The screen from Thompson. And the rejection by Marjanovic. The Lakers in the lead. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now Tatum after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka. 1:52 left in the first half. Rose passes to Thompson. Right side Rose shoots over Ball. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And that one drops for him.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
And since 2016, a new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far. Left side Rose. Pass to Crowder. Over Ibaka. Ibaka with some nice D. And the previous Sixers front office distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
There's a screen. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Rose. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
There's a screen by Marjanovic.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing.
And that will wrap up.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can put. Lakers leading by 5. Kicking off the second half. Here's Brett Brown's foul. We've got Jay Crowder. Victor Oladipo is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Tatum, and it's Thompson in at the 5, down low. Going up, Clark, you were Mr. Basketball USA, a national ranking. Be truthful. How dominant were you in high school in Cleveland, Ohio?
I was a really good high school player, considered one of the top 2 or 3 in the country in 1979, which was actually perhaps the best high school class ever. Documented by many who follow the game: Isaiah Thomas and Sam Bowie, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Dale Ellis, Terry Cummings, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on. A terrific class. And I was considered at the top of that class as a high school.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moved last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
The dish to Tatum. And Oladipo, here we go. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Ball kicks to Marjanovic. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Marjanovic, great positioning on the putback. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Rose.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
Here's Marjanovic. That one good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Tatum. And the shot falls short this time. Lakers leading by 8. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Kicks to Oladipo. That's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for the 76ers.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Passes to Kuzma. The feed to Mitchell. Marjanovic kicks to Ibaka. Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oladipo outside. He kicks it to Tatum. Now here's Rose. They set the screen. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good off the front iron. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Here's Rose. They've got Marjanovic all out there with Mitchell. And it's Ibaka. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Outer dishes to Rose. The screen from Thompson. Here's Crowder. That shot off. Ibaka with some nice D. Here's Mitchell. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Mitchell's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. The 76ers trail by 10. The screen from Thompson. Oladipo outside from the arc. The offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell's shot is good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Marjanovic. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Lakers lead by 12. And the speed of the NBA is something that just can't be measured until you experience it. So, Clark, when you take that into account, who are some of the quickest players right now in the league?
Well, I think you start with Russell Westbrook and John Wall. I don't think there's anybody in the league quicker than those guys with the ball. Those guys can go end to end quicker than anybody. Wall might be the fastest. Westbrook is right there with him.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ball kicks to Mitchell. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Thompson sets the pick for Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Yep, it counts.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Tatum's shot is off.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He used that pick to perfection. And the Lakers lead by 17.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Crowder goes in. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.